It's a dingy gray day, a little bit of sprinkling going on out there. It's not going to last long. See those two bags? I got lucky. I just came back from the big box store, and they had a couple of busted bags of concrete, and I got them for half price. So I got to buy one bag, get one bag free. So I'm for that. So I'm going to be using them today on this video. The back porch, you can see I've been cutting tile. I've only got a little bit more to go, but I kind of wanted to talk about what I'm going to do here. Yeah, I got a little fish sandwich going over there. So I finished this tile work, and I'll show you what it looks like when I get it cleaned up here. So, but I'm not quite through yet. So what I did was, I got my little black tiles, and I went around the corner. I've been kind of spray painting a little bit, kind of make it look a little better. And it's great to spray paint here because you can just turn your fan on and you can vent it outside now, so that's pretty neat. So I got my green tiles up there. I'm going to have to work out something on that front. It's okay. But what I got to do first is, you'll see right here, we've got an ugly butt end, and we got this ugly little thing here and up here. See, we got to do something about that. So what I'm going to do about that is, I've got some remaining tile left over from this project here, putting the black in right here, and so I had a couple of pieces left. So as you can tell, I've got them all marked up. I'm going to cut this piece, and I'm going to try to cut a piece here, which will entail cutting in this far, and then taking this and resting it onto the blade out there, and try to cut right here and make a little piece that's going to go right there, and try to make that look a little nicer. And then I have to do that before I figure out what I'm going to do here. I'm having trouble because I've got this thing on a tripod because I'm going to take this out to the tile cutter. So I'm having trouble keeping it in frame a little bit. I'll work on that. But yeah, I gotta put this black piece in here, and then I'll have enough of these green tiles left to hopefully. So luckily I got a bunch of this black tile here. I got a couple of whole pieces of green tile, and I'll try to do something to kind of make that look a little nicer. But like I say, first I gotta fit them black tiles. So let's go outside and see what's going on there, and then we'll move over to the pond a little bit later. And I kind of remember, one of the best things you can do if you do a lot of projects, automate, whatever you do, is to make a YouTube channel so you can have it dated. Now, I've had a lot of friends sell cars that we've worked on through the years because it's proof, to do that. So a lot of times when I'm doing this, I'm time stamping my work and kind of giving some history to what I'm doing. So I suggest you do that too. Well, this is what's left of this poor thing. It seems to be doing okay, but it's struggling a little bit. I think I'll get through this job, hopefully with ease. I don't know. So what we're going to do is, we're going to see, I want these, I'll tell you my trick here. Can't wait to just mount this crazy thing up. Oh, might need a little lubrication. Won't do any good. Okay, so I want this piece to be this size. So what you do is, you put this piece in, and you sort of, that way you can duplicate it. And most of the time with a fence, this is the fence, your struggles happen because you don't get it even. It'll bind on you. So this thing slings water out like crazy when you first crank it. Uh-oh. Then again, maybe not. Kind of bound up on me there a little bit, didn't it? Okay. Okay, without doubt, these, and at least that stuff, that green stuff's hard to cut because it's just glass. And I have to wear these almost all the time. And then been outside, so check down in there for any kind of creatures. Okay, you got to get ready to get kind of wet when you do this, so let's go at it this way. Gonna start. Kind of rickety. That's kind of a fun piece, isn't it? That's scrap, but I'll hold on to it. You might as well just go ahead and snap that off because it's going to come off, and just discard it however you see fit. So now the reason I'm using this one on the right is because it's been, I don't know if I'm in frame or not because I'm on a tripod, but the reason, see, that's got the kind of the factory baked edge there. This has been cut, so when you cut the other side to length, I'm gonna cut it right here. You want to make sure you got your factory side. And then if you see a piece like this with a chip in it, you can just get a Sharpie and fix that. It's no big thing. So now I'm going to have two factory edges. So see, if I would have cut it up here, I'd have been backwards. So I'm going to have a factory edge here, and a cut edge going up, which nobody will notice. And I've got some black silicone. So now I want to cut this one in this general vicinity, but just make sure your edges are bookmarked, I guess is the way to say it. All right. Okay, so let's cut this one to length. Okay, so now the tricky part is to get rid of this right here. So you got to remember, you're cutting it at, this wheel's going to dig a lot deeper down here than up here. So you just got to be careful about that. So let's just sort of meatball here a little bit. I think, oh, we're right here. Okay. Okay, that's about the best you can hope for on something that difficult to do. So that's about all you can wish for. Let's see if I can get a little bit more light in here anyway. That's a little better. Okay, so here's where we're going with this. It's old Derek's over there talking. Okay, so there you go. See that right there? Is it on my back? Okay, yeah. See, that's the way that's going to look right there. And that just fits in there. So don't break it now. Okay. And here's the right side. A little easier to deal with. Okay, yeah. So we're going to glue those up. And then we're going to cut our little green piece and then we'll be done. I think I'll put the pond on a different episode. This is a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so have your tape ready to hold it up there. And we'll see what it looks like in a couple hours. Okay, I realize I've got this little bevel right here that's messing me up a little bit. I like the way it looks. It's not a problem. I'm just saying that. But I was thinking about how I'm going to do this. How I'm going to cut these. And the answer is I'm not going to cut those. I'm going to put them up there just like that. Okay? And I'm going to have a little lip down here. I meant to do that, right? Okay, it's going to look like that. And I use Gorilla Glue to hold this in here. And I don't know, I'm sort of not happy with that. Let me see how, if I have to, I'll adjust the cabinet doors out. That might be what I end up doing. But let's take that out. But I got this one mounted. And like I said, I use Gorilla Glue, not a sponsor. And boy, I don't want to cut on that anymore. I'm afraid I'm going to break it. But let's adjust this out some so it won't foul. It's going to be tomorrow before I can unveil the whole thing. But I gave my little French adjuster right here about half a turn in, and it doesn't foul on that tile anymore. Pretty good. Okay. I've got everything glued and put a little silicone back in there and some construction adhesive and everything like that. And I'm okay with all of that. I like the little white reveals right in there. It's okay with me. If I want to, I could black that out, but I don't think I want to. I think I like it like that. Looks fine. Looks dandy. What you worried about? If I need to, I can tape it off and just give it a little bit of a tweet of, there it is right there. This. 5 times stronger. Okay. So we'll leave that out in case I change my mind on that white reveal. So that's what it looks like. And like I say, we'll have to wait till tomorrow, but that's okay. It is the next day, and we're going to pull this tape down, and we're going to see what it's like. I had an idea with this copper tape that I may put a strip across the top here, but I've abandoned that idea. I have to keep remembering that this is a farmhouse. Let's not get too ornate. Let's pull this off. Let's make a decision on those little white bits in there. I think I'm going to paint them black. I see a white tile, and I want to paint it black. Okay, we'll do one more shot after this one. I got the little butt joints there, but now they're going this way and not right at you. So we're going to trim this out and call it a day. And I'm so glad this door worked out just by turning that simple screw. That's pretty nice. And I'll wipe it all down and we'll look good here in a minute. So we're going to call this one done. And I'm glad there's a real ugly tile up here, and I'm glad that got covered up. So let me get a little black silicone, a little black spray paint, and we'll call this one done. That looks pretty doggone good, you know, even right now. When I trim it out, you won't really notice any difference, but let's trim it out and call it quits anyway. That's enough. Loving my vent. Phew, that is so much better. Alright, that's it. All cleaned up. I wanted to put my best foot forward here. And there's what that ends up looking like. I like it. Like the whole tile, the green tile down the side there. All cleaned up, all wiped off, all blacked out down in them little holes. I think that looks pretty nice and trim. And I don't know if y'all know it, but I use this plexiglass right here to kind of keep my tile clean. I like doing food prep there because it's cleaner. You don't end up with the bacteria down in the grout. And I love my little under the counter lights. So that's it. I have a little kitchen makeover. The black stainless, the black and the stainless with the green trim and the green trim there. That usually looks like this anyway. And the green trim above my bay window. And so I got a little tie-in. And that's going to be all there is to it. So we can turn all the lights off. And loving it. That. And I got a little silicone on my hand. And that right there. Okay. So lights out, thumbs up, subscribe. And don't be afraid to do a little project. Didn't cost very. I think the whole thing, the range hood itself was 170 or something or less. Then you get the duct work and the outside thing, like another $60–80. The tile was, I don't know. I've got a bunch to take back over here, so no big. I got to clean that up today. Outside, but this is an inside project, and so maybe $300 and 4, 5, 6 hours time, and you end up with a nice vented situation, and everything's just great there. So I'm very happy about that, and so happy about the whole thing. So we'll do something else. I'm gonna work on the pond today, and so finished it up last night on the concrete part. I got the liners out there. I don't know what's going to happen there, but something. So that's it. We'll talk later. I'm just pleased with the whole thing. I love my periwinkle blue pendant lights too. Out of automotive work lights. I think that whole project cost me $50 too. Light bulbs and all, a little bit of Romex and everything. So it's fun, you know, improving things and making things better as you go. All right, talk to you later. Bye bye. That's my little kitchen world right there.